We have arrived, but I believe we'll see a little chapel first. I'm not sure. I'm waiting to find out. I like the little pigeon peace symbol. Oh wow. It's a very strong smell of incense. It's actually quite choking. I'm suddenly coming, sorry about the mad filming, but suddenly there's a lot of people besides our group. Wow. Oh, I know this story. It's the story of Anna. Okay, that's the main entrance and exit. That's where we came in. I don't know this story, but I'm gonna try and tell you the other one when I have the opportunity. Okay, she was mentioning that the bells that we have in the towers now were donated by the Russian Orthodox Church. I think I will come back after the tour and show things to you that way, because otherwise it's just gonna be a mighty mess. And as you can see, there's a large group of us going down. Okay, suddenly dark. Oh, we are descending more. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, wow. Yet again, my forever dilemma. I don't have enough eyes or arms to show and maneuver things the way I would like to.
So this is the second part, and on the walls down here, you see the mosaic objects, and all of them, they represent the Bible scenes. This is a difference between the wall paintings upstairs and downstairs.
That's the shop advertisement. Okay, we have been inside the church and it is beautiful, very opulent. I only showed you a glimpse because you're not meant to do that. In it there is a a famous icon of the Virgin Mary that supposedly was painted by the evangelist Luke. They say that he painted 3 such icons. 2 of them are in Greece and 1 of them is here in Cyprus, and exactly in this monastery. So it is a place which draws millions of Orthodox believers, not just the Greek Orthodox, but the Russian Orthodox and whatever else kind they are, every year, especially during the feasts of Mary. I believe there's 4 of those. Just want to include some of these. They're beautifully done. Now, just let me give you a brief history of this monastery. The origins date back to the 11th century, when a monk called Isaiah, if I remember correctly, chose this area, Mount Kykkos, to come and pray and meditate. And everything started from there because the governor of the time, who was hunting in the area, got lost and came across this monk whilst he was praying, asking for directions to be able to return. And the monk ignored him because he was praying and he did not interrupt his prayers, which really annoyed the official. Oopsie, and there was one passing. Him and his crew eventually found their way back, but he was really annoyed with this monk, so he sent people to pick him up later on and bring him in. But what happened is that he got really, really ill and nobody could heal him. And then when this monk came around, he prayed for him and he got miraculously healed. So obviously then he felt indebted to him and he asked, "What would you like me to give you as a reward?" And his desire was to go to Constantinople. And then the story of Anna happened there. We saw that mosaic close to the entrance. Anna was the daughter of the emperor, and the same story. She was really, really ill and nobody in the land could heal her. And then because of the prayers of this monk Isaiah, she got well. And then again her father, the emperor, asked the monk, "What would you like me to give you as a reward?" And he asked for the icon of the Virgin Mary. And the emperor tried to trick him by presenting 2, and both of them were whale, the copy and the original. But a little bee landed on the original, and the clever monk took the clue and asked for the right one. And obviously they gave him a ton of wealth, money, gold, whatever. So that's how he started building the first monastery up here in the Kykkos Mountains. There's much more about it, like how he picked the place by again praying and meditating, and whilst he had his eyes closed he could hear the birds making a kiku kiku sound, and it was kind of the clue and confirmation for him which is the right place to pick, hence the name and the location. Now, over the centuries. The monastery was burned down many times because most of these were usually built from timber. And then the last one that is now standing, the reconstruction of it was, I think, in the 17th or 18th century. I don't remember, so sorry about that. And the latest revamp of it all was very recently in 2000, so you can see that everything is pristine. It looks beautiful, well kept, and wow, that's one beautiful sight. I like this door. There's a little lamp. Have I showed you this one? Sorry, I'm just all over the place because we are restricted by time and I want to cover as much as I can whilst I can. So many beautiful details. Interesting little detail. I wonder where this leads. Oh, there's a sign that there's a museum. Wow. Okay, it's rather dark in here, but Bible stories. This is the sacrifice of Isaac. I think that never happened because of the substitution of the lamb. Noah's Ark. It's so funny how they put these ginormous faces into. Okay, I'll leave it to that. Oh, and the flood. Okay. The whole story is there. That must be Adam and Eve after they were vanquished from paradise. And then Cain killing his brother Abel. I wish we had more time here. It's a place that you really need time to explore everything properly. These must be some sort of saints. Okay, we are a level higher and we can have a different view from here. This is what we saw from the other side. And let's look down onto the courtyard. More stairs. Sorry, I got distracted by the painting. Oh, that's a gruesome one. I think this is from the uprising in 1821 when the Ottomans executed a ton of monks, including at the monastery in Omodos. Okay, I'll quickly run up here as well. And wow, here is the ceilings that are painted. It is quite something, like, really. It's most definitely the fanciest monastery I've ever seen in my life. Not that I have seen many, but probably I won't be seeing something like this very soon. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Sadly, I don't have time to go through them in a civilized manner, but there we go. I'll show you a few. And the death of Christ. And I assume that must be the resurrection. Angel Gabriel? I don't know. It's endless. Wow. I feel like I'm in a palace. Let's have a look at the tower from here as well. I think this is Jesus the Good Shepherd. He leaves the 99 and goes after the one that's lost and brings it back to the fold. Yeah, I think there are scenes from Jesus' life here. Fishing. You know that he called quite a few fishermen to be his apostles. Oh no, what's happening there? A beheading. I'm not even commenting anymore, I'm just staring and letting you see as well. That's when they let Apostle Paul down somewhere where they didn't want him anymore, so that was a way to rescue him. Put him in a basket and lower him. Sea scene. What's up with that sea monster? Don't know. The burning bush. Don't know. That's a scene from Paul's life when on the road to Damascus Jesus appears to him and he's struck blind. Okay, that's one weird lion. A very weird lion. The story of the Good Samaritan. The head of John the Baptist. Oh wow. There's so much and I don't have time. Okay. One more look and I need to go down. It's lunchtime for them. And I can smell really amazingly smelling food. Oh wow. I know I showed you this already, but I can't help myself. Now they also have lodgings nearby for the pilgrims who want to stay over. Oh, not sure what's in there. Back to the beautiful main entrance and exit. Okay, let's look at it from the outside as well. You can see it is so neat and tidy and perfectly kept. And guess what? Here's our little friend. Okay, don't come because I'm not petting you, darling. I'm just looking at you. You're beautiful. But I can't pet kitty cats when I can't wash my hands. The other one is having a snooze. And there's quite a few more. There's 3 more there. Alright, we can see almost all of it from here. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. There's a water fountain. There's a water fountain. And I just quickly wanted to show you this. I believe this is the mouflon. It is one of the large animals of Cyprus. They don't have many. I think this might be the largest, and then it's the fox. And I need to go to the bus. See you at the next location.
To open their business. Here we have more and more of them. And festivals, and the Adveri festival. It's a cherry region where we go now. And they make a lot of cherry, they grow many cherry fruits from a restaurant where we are going to stop for the lunch. Was built recently. It's a traditional people to have their businesses there. The owner is a young man and we want to help him, but the main reason is because we're on the wine route all day around today, and this way they have never lower than zero, and the
Wow. We have a small village of Pedoulas, and we will be having lunch here at a restaurant called Stavros. They have organized like a buffet style lunch where you can pick whatever you like, and we're all very hungry, so let's go and eat. Okay. Look what I found. They are part of the decor for the restaurant. Little lovelies. The food was delicious. They're very generous with their meats, kleftikol, fried chicken, everything that you can want. We had choices of starters, mains, and some dessert as well. There's a museum here, let's see if we can see it. And there's an upper floor. We can probably have events. Oh wow! I'm just gonna go through. Well, we had amazing views from down there too, but wow. Some old phones, leopard head, the night TV, and scenes from village life from long ago. Suddenly clouds have appeared, and this is the most overcast I have seen Cyprus since I've been here. And one thing I can tell you, it feels nice. It just feels nice not to boil and melt. Let's include some olives. It's the harvest time for olives is beginning soon, and they will pick them according to how they want them. Green, half ripe, fully ripe, and so forth. I think I just found a tiny pomegranate tree. Wow, it has both blossoms and fruit. Look at that. Now I've seen these huge jars in many places, but I've never seen anything like it. Look how cleverly they've done it. Little cacti in tiny pots. Shop with everything in it. Trying more things. Okay, this is one of the typical Cypriot drinks. It's fairly strong, 45. I can already feel it in my head. And then we have different types of commanderia. I prefer the one I tried in the other place. You can check out that video. There was a detailed demonstration of pomegranate mania, which I'm not surprised. Oh, there's more. These are quite pretty, with the olive motifs. The Zivonia has gone from my head into my arm, so it's a very strange feeling. Okay, the village is down there. Well, it's going down in a terraced way. Our time is almost finished, the lunch break, and we are moving on to the district of Limassol and the village of Omodos. Now, for those of you who watch my videos regularly, you probably, hey, come back light. You probably will recognize Omodos because I have been there once before and I have filmed I don't know, about 10 minutes worth of material or something like that there. But it's part of this tour and I don't mind going back there. Just wanted to zoom on there. Can you see? I'm not sure if it's a chapel or if it's an actual house right there on the top of that hill. And the clouds are low. Okay, I need to go. I'll pick it up in Omodos.
Enjoy the weather?
Yes.
In the trees, it's easy to spot. You admire the black.
We have arrived to Omodos.
About the steps.
And as we have descended halfway through the mountains, the sun is back. Nice little park. The bus park, car park was up there. And we are going down this way. You little fake donkey. Okay, this is one of the traditional sweets.
All the sweets, also bread and cadena is in the same.
Look at this gorgeous pomegranate. She was a very loud lady selling stuff. Lovely grape wine. Right, I figured out where we are now. We came from a different direction and street, but we are back in the center. And another donkey. This is one of those old mechanical ones. You see, you put a euro in, but look at it, it's been patched up with duct tape. This is the Holy Cross Monastery, and I have showed it to you in a previous video, so I'm not gonna film now. Okay, inside the courtyard there's a little museum which I did not see last time. So let's go see it now. Okay, that's a very old one from the 15th century, but also it doesn't have a lot left. Okay, some Bibles. The middle one is gold plated and the other two are silver plated. St. Paul, 16th century. More recent, St. John the Baptist from 1930s. I don't know why they gave him wings, but look at the camel skin garment. The Annunciation, 19th century. And I'll let you read this because she is the reason why there are these relics at the church. And behind there is the room she supposedly stayed in. St. Demetrius and a whole lot of others. Clasps that they use for the vestments of the priests. One in silver. There's quite a few. I'm not sure if I showed you this one. Some of the robes they would wear during the service. Saint Marina. I've never heard of her, but I don't know these saints. Saint Panteleimon. I think it's on canvas. Okay, I'll just pan through them. There's many of them. Something's missing from there. The large one is Saint Philip and the other one is the Prophet Elijah. Okay, up there we have loads of censers or incense burners. There. And I think this is the series of the, how do you call it? The Calvary? Or I might be completely wrong. I don't know. It has to be. Okay, that's quite well preserved. St. John the Theologian from the first half of the 16th century. St. John the Baptist from the same time period. And this it says Russian epitaph embroidered with gold decoration, first half of the 18th century. I don't know how to show it better. Hope you can see it. A few more. Saint Peter. Same era, first half of the 16th century. Archangel Gabriel. Saint Paul again. And there's no description here. Nativity scene from the 18th century. And some of the bits and bobs they probably used for the church services. I'm not sure. Some crosses. I can see some of them were decorated. Look, you can still see some gemstones, but a lot of things are missing. There's one more little room. There's a decorated chalice, Russian. More bits. And that's an icon screen panel. I assume that these are bits that they carry around during the ceremonies. The Bible. And a few more icons. And that's it. I think I showed you almost everything. Well, I'm glad I spotted this little museum this time. Okay, I'm glad I took that little detour to the museum because now they have asked us to leave because they want to continue with the wedding. And of course it's just not nice for us to disturb them. And I think I found the bride by accident. Okay. It is a mixed wedding between a Cypriot man and a Polish young woman. I wish them lots of happiness. There's lots and lots of cute narrow streets. I could do with a coffee. And let me show you a beautiful basil plant. Basil is not just a herb here that they use for food and flavoring. It's considered one of the, well, I don't know if I say it right, but like holy herb, that it's good for many things, and people are still using it as they did for centuries. Just gonna walk back on this street because I want to go back to the candy shop. I need to buy some presents, and let's have a look together. And guess what? I found some more cats. Hello! In someone's lovely garden with zinnias and all. I am trying to find the shady spots again because the sun is strong. And some unripe pomegranates. Oh, I find these also wonderful. And the lace shop. Let's have a look at some. They have a completely different style than I've seen in other countries, which of course is lovely, because it's nice for all of us to have our different ways. There's loads more in there. Oops. This is definitely one of my favorite motifs, olive. Both the fruit and leaves and all, with the typical Greek pattern. Oh, that one's pretty too. More grapes. Can you see? They're nice and large. Local wine and liqueurs. And the most heavenly smell is coming out of here. It's a really large one. There's more down there. Wow. I'm back at this park because we need to head back. Well, that's it from Omodos. I hope you enjoyed today's wandering through the mountains of Troodos. We've seen 3 or 4 monasteries, I'm losing track, and a few villages, and I had a wonderful time, and I hope you did as well. And I hope I got to show you something you might have not seen before. Have a lovely day, everyone.